Hey, it's your girl Ashley. I'm back with another video, and let's talk about surviving serial killers. So they have a thing out there where you can watch at any time. I think it's on A&E, and they talk about the people that survived, the serial killers, and you know how they got caught in the first place because somebody made it out, a survivor made it out, and they lived to tell the stories. So one of the people that was about to be a victim for John Wayne Gacy, he was telling us about how he met John Wayne Gacy and thought that he was a good person and how he would take the guys, you know, take them back to his house. And so he was in the car when like John was trying to drive them, and the dude like opened the door because he felt like something was wrong. He felt like something was wrong, so he got out of the car. And so when he got out of the car, he made his escape. And then he had realized, you know, but he had wrestled John, you know, to make an escape. And he realized later on, if he would have never escaped the car, he would have been victim number one, which I think is really scary. Like, just imagine you almost become a victim and you know you don't even know. Oh, and then there was another one, right? It was a young boy. John had went up to him, and the little boy. Well, no. I think the little boy came up to John because you know he's very charming. He's very charismatic, and so he was about to adopt that kid too. But the kid's father was like, "Hey, come back over here." So that helped him because he didn't. People don't even understand sometimes, like, you was about to be a victim. And then like for Jeffrey Dahmer, it was crazy to me when I had saw the series because I was like, it was the amount of people that wanted to go home with him for me in the series. And I was like, I really hope that's not true, and I really hope that's over exaggerating because I mean, if it was Evan Pete, take me home, you know what I'm saying? But Jeffrey, I was like, no, I don't get that. I don't get that. And they was like, yeah, I wish you would have took me home. Like, and I'm like, oh, you would have been in somebody's sandwich. Okay, so glad you didn't go home with him. And we had the scene where the guy was escaping. I mean, it wasn't funny at the moment, but I mean, he was over here, something about you, girl. I was like, okay, I mean, whatever to get you up out of there. I don't even care what you do at that point. Like, start breakdancing or something. Like, you gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? You crazy. You about to, you know, a dude took you home or whatever, and then you just fall back on the couch like, ooh, wow. And you see all the blood. You're like, ooh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, no. I gotta get up out. And I'm like, yeah, you gotta get up out. Gotta get up out of that situation. And I love and hate that they're survivors. I hate that they even had to go through the situation that they did, but I'm so glad and I'm so proud that they made it out and lived to tell their stories, and they was the ones that got them caught. Jeffrey didn't even care at that point. He said, just, little boy, go free. I'm tired. I'm like, you tired? He just looked like, well, it is what it is. I mean, because he knew he got away with it the first time, so he was, I bet he didn't even care because he's like, well, I mean, they didn't believe him the first time. And that's another thing for me. I don't like when the survivors do tell their stories and just nobody believed them. And then they feel some type of way when it's a real serial killer out there. And it's like, well, if you would have listened to people in the first place, we could have got Joe Blow up out of here a long time ago. But instead, you want to never believe people. You think this is so far-fetched. And people be living out they craziest fantasy on somebody. You don't even believe it. Sound like a personal problem to me. And I don't even care if this is all popular opinion. They need to get fired as well. I don't care. Now people had got, oh yeah, then they had got the award. You know what? I'm not even gonna waste my time. They had got an award for something that they didn't even do. And you know what? I don't even care. I don't even care. It sucks so bad. And then they want help. And it's like, no. And then, yeah, Ted Bundy had a girl that escaped. And I'm like, thank God, girl, you escaped. Like, oh, and then the people from Toy Box. Oh my god, that was so disturbing. But they didn't believe her because the dude with the toy box killer, had it to where he gave you a drug so you won't remember anything. I'm like, well, that's one way to do that. But she kept going, and I'm glad somebody finally got up there and believed her and got him locked up, because that's insane. And I hate that people even have to go through that and have to even experience that. But it's stories like those that's like, I mean, we don't need to know, some things, but it's like we need to know how charming and charismatic they might seem to you. Like, what made it to be like, yeah, I could trust them. Or, I mean, some of them be getting abducted. I'm like, oh wow. So just, how did that all happen? And we need survivors to tell us the story, because these people just keep getting away and they don't care. So, and shout out to all the survivors of everything, honestly, because y'all survived. Y'all are not victims. Y'all are survivors, and no one can ever take away that title from you or discredit you.